Oh, I should probably take off my viz, huh?
Nah, I mean, you keep it on. I just want to make sure I don't lose you.
Okay.
No longer encumbered anymore, so.
There you are. Would hit auto follow. I'm sure I would end up down in the ditch.
Yeah, no auto follow here.
Chupa, what you bringing?
Nothing.
Why not?
Says he has to head out pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out pretty soon.
That is a terrible excuse, sir.
You shut your pie hole, sir. I gotta take care of some stuff at the house before I take off for martial arts for the kids.
What's your wisdom up to now, Shix?
I wonder if the guy hates me. 189.
It's pretty good for your level. Actually, that's fantastic for your
still got
level.
Quite a few things that I could upgrade.
Considering you're gonna get a huge upgrade once you can equip that thing.
Yeah, 25
Yeah.
wisdom. What do you have in your main hand? That's like 6 wisdom, maybe?
It's 5, I
Five?
think. So it's a 20 wisdom boost. Yeah, plus 5 whiz.
Yeah, this could be nice. And then, like you said,
Yeah,
the cloak, even like the mammoth one that's only worth like 300-400 plat back when I bought it, is an extra 2.
Yeah, there's plenty of upgrades that I could use. Right now it's all about getting the levels.
And you're wearing the boots from Thurg?
Yeah.
Those I would actually throw in a backpack. They're completely worthless, other than summoning boot water.
They have no wisdom. They look
There's horrible stats.
They're pretty.
Yeah, horrible stats. Put on Coldane skin boots or Golden Ifriti or something. Coldane's not too bad. It's like a leather look to it. It might match better than Golden Ifriti, that's for sure.
When were you gonna turn those in, by the way?
already got them. They're on. Did you get those 2 last night?
I'm giving him one of Shik's characters to give to you since I haven't been able to catch you on lately, so
Enchanter, maybe?
maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
That's definitely a good thing to go over there and if we need cash,
we need-
like just go over there and kill it every so many hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever it is.
The scribe and the hunter, and then also farm the oak. Apparently, Chick sold it for 6 or 7K.
Yeah, 7. I thought it was 7.
No, 6. Originally asked. I get 0 bites on that.
It's not a bad spot. I guess the only reason I can think of is the faction. I mean, other than that, it's really not hard to kill those things. There's not anybody else there competing for it. At least not these days.
Well, I think if you don't have friends, you just play in group with whoever.
Yeah, I mean, but you could probably
would never
solo
be able
that
to get it.
on your shaman. You don't think so?
Oh no.
You couldn't pull it on his own.
Couldn't pull it. Couldn't DPS it.
That's
Isn't
not
it
true.
unslowable?
That's not true. You could pull that on your own. In fact, you did actually pull that on your own. You used your shaman to
Well, yeah.
pull,
it's
then
back
zone it
up.
out. They come back in and hail lock them. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely
but
doable.
I can't slow. It's unslowable.
Yeah, so
Isn't
he's
that the
gonna
one that's unslowable?
I
Is it
don't
rootable?
remember.
Is it rootable?
No, all of them. I think all those mobs in there, other than the sentries, you can't cast any kind of movement.
Completely magic resist.
Nope.
But you could use your pet, right? Use your pet to
No, that
take
ain't
the
gonna-
hits.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna do
die
That ain't gonna happen, bro.
Super fast.
So Enchanter then maybe? Take one of the other sentries in there and...
Well, no, not if they're magic. Well, the ones that. Okay, yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, when they say magic resist, do they also include charm? We could turn left here, by the way.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
think so.
Charm is a magic spell.
Yeah, but I don't know anything that's... Other than, like, dragons, that's uncharmable. Like, regular mobs don't usually have that classification.
It could just be super, super magic resist.
Yeah, but definitely doable with the duo. I mean, we did it with 3 of us there, and
Oh
we had no
yeah,
problem.
you could duo it if you had the right classes and were able to pull it. I mean, if you're both KOS, that poses a problem.
Or were you trying to get across the fact that a lot of people who farm items do it by themselves?
Yeah, that is true. A lot of people that farm things farm it for themselves, or for to sell profit.
Yeah, I mean, with Nybers, though, he would call another cleric in with him to go to Siren's Grotto, and there would be more than enough money to go between us. There was one night I did it with him, and we had something like 3 or 4 flawless diamonds drop. Granted, that's, RNG, but that's good cash, dude. And top of that, we were actually going after the Shaw for the...
So you got another, like, what?
I don't know. Yeah, he was the one that set up how much it was going to be, and he gave me a little bit of a cut, which I was happy with because, I don't make any money usually, so.
Yep.
Yeah, I think duos could be very profitable in the right spot.
Yeah, I need to go over there and get a Nereid shell.
I'm down for trying that one day. I would prefer, though, that we do it with a full group of 60s, or close to 60s.
Oh, yeah.
We can get.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like to get one for chords.
I mean, I've seen them rotting, like in guild. They'll say, Nereid shell rotting it, whatever.
Yeah. Where you at, Cypher?
I'm on my way to get picked up by Chupa.
Oh, so you're not there yet?
No, I'm going through the tunnels now.
All right, you want to wait for him here? Because he'll only be a minute. We can run together.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, except the guards probably hate my face.
They might, but thankfully they don't roam out here. The one that roams over there, I don't think comes all the way down here, so I think you're safe.
Yeah, he does. He comes into the
Are you
building.
guys?
He does?
He does?
Okay. Well, we can move off
I'll
to the
just
side.
run through.
You want to wait on the other side? All right.
Yeah, we can just run through.
Nah, we were waiting at the Wizard Spires, but we'll meet you on the other side of the bridge in South Kronos.
Did we just run so fast that they didn't act?
I don't know. They haven't been aggroing anything lately with this Bard speed on.
They're threatening. They're blue.
Yeah, they should aggro you. Or maybe it's the speed.
Yeah, speed has a lot to do with it.
I'm not used to playing a Bard, knowing how that works.
Yeah, because you're technically past them on server tick too, maybe.
Probably.
Yep.
Because that other guard up there on the ramp coming down from East Kronos, he didn't aggro you either, and he probably should have.
One second, let me.
Oh, you know what? I got track on this guy, don't I?
Nah, not really.
I mean,
Let me give you a C before you pour.
technically, yes.
I already have a C2.
Realistically, no.
Ah. Alright.
What is that under? Is it combat arts? Abilities?
It'd be under abilities, yeah.
Do I not have it yet? What level do you get that at?
Get what?
If you didn't train it.
You either didn't train it or you just gotta. You can right click and see if it's available.
Yeah, it's level 35.
Yeah, I don't think I went back to train it. I'm 37.
Probably not.
Yeah, so I definitely didn't go back and get that one. Dang it.
I didn't train mine until I was 50. Oh my god, I hate just.
I mean, like you guys said, it's not fantastic, but it would give me something that I could kind of see the mobs in this area.
Yeah, something to do while you're doing gems.
That's true, yeah. I love it on my Ranger, actually. I love popping that thing up and just seeing what's in the zone.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
totally
Ranger
awesome on a
ones.
Ranger.
Phenomenal.
There's like 1,000 mobs, and you have to sit there for like an hour to see what you want to actually find, but I'm sure it gets
Like,
a little
you can
easier.
sort it too.
Yeah, I haven't messed too much with that. I've always just kind of let it show me what's closest to me, because that's what it does, right? The top of the list is what's
No,
closest?
it's the most recent spawn.
Oh.
Is normal is most recent spawn, and then you can track distance. Then you can track con. So
And
like
you
red
can
or
select what cons you want to.
So like
Yeah,
only
Like if you don't want
blues.
any grays, yeah.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Freaking fast, Chupa.
That's all he has, though. I mean, the Ranger really, really sucks so far at his level.
Harmony is a beast.
Yeah, but we don't go to that many outside zones. I think it's the same problem with the Druid. They go and they do their soloing stuff as much outside as possible because that's where they really shine. But if you're into grouping and you like to go to dungeons, which is like the best experience of the game, there's not a whole lot you get out of a ranger until later. Oh, there's Chupa right there. Need mana?
Gabre.
Nah, invite me when Cypher gets here.
That would be a Shik's thing.
Oh, did I invite you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Your leader, dude. I need a clarity cipher when you can. My mana's pretty low.
Get out of here with that.
But I actually have mana on this guy.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't work.
I know, but I got mana.
It still will tell me that it fails to cast because of the fact that you actually don't have the same kind of mana we do.
Well, don't buff us up yet. We don't have a Tuertha in here.
I don't know, freaking Gina.
Did you ever get your Gina to work, Shix, after all of that?
Nope.
Did you ask Chupa or Cypher to send you a copy of it rather than you having to download it off of a site that it wouldn't let you?
Yeah, neither one of them did.
No.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
Cypher
I did.
sent me. No, you sent me the script.
I sent you the
I didn't send
entire
you any
folder, and it's zipped. I said, here it is. It's zipped. You'll have to unzip it and drop it wherever you want it.
You sent it to me in Discord, didn't you?
Yeah, because Skype won't take a file that large. Or that type of file, excuse me. So shut your mouth.
I sent you the full downloaded version of it.
You sent me the the thing, game
The full
parse
downloaded version of the program.
of game parse, not of.
That's what you asked me for.
Right. Oh yeah.
I thought you
Yeah,
wanted
that-
Gina.
I also
No, the
put
first
under
thing he
there.
says, hey, send me a copy of your game parse. Okay. Yeah,
Well,
I sent you game.
Between the two of them, you got Gina from Chupa and you got Game Parts from
Yeah,
Cypher.
so basically, Shix doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Well, it comes
Yeah.
to computers. I mean, you kind of...
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
you should know better, right? But I do have game parse for sure. I just don't know how to use it.
All right, we're going to run this before our bus roll off.
Later, fellas.
Can I buff myself? I'm just trying to buff myself, sir.
Come on, man. Buff you when you get there.
Yeah, why do you need buffs now?
Yeah, come on.
We'll run it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Come on, Spike. Come on.
Yeah.
I haven't actually leveled or grouped in Paul in forever.
Yeah, it's a good zone, but I mean, if you're taking the entrance, there's only 12 mobs, 13 mobs, until you hit that first horrible nightmare of a pool with the second
path
floor.
in there is horrible, dude.
Yeah, it's...
We're
Yeah,
gonna
but
be-
if there's nobody there, first 12 mobs should be good. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it depends. There's only 3 of us, so yeah, we probably won't be killing that fast.
Yeah, you're lacking DPS, so yeah.
Well, you'll have a pet, which will be helpful.
You're lacking DPS, so yeah.
I will admit, the pet that you have in the hole is insane. That thing backstabs like a
Backstabs
beast,
crazy.
dude. That's the way to go.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Am I ahead of you guys?
You ran way off to the right, and I went straight because that's where the zone is.
Later,
Alright.
fellas.
Later, Chew.
All right, later, Chivo. And actually, it's a little bit over to the left. There it is. We're there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cypher decided to go towards the zone line or something.
Oh no, I went straight towards this hill because I know exactly where the place is, based off of the topography of the zone.
I mean, we're there already, so you're
Yeah,
Topography
I'm
is a
right
little
behind you.
funky.
What are you talking?
Failed,
Yep.
sir.
right behind us. I don't see you.
You know, well, you just went over a hill.
Right behind us, like a mile.
Yeah, because you decided to deviate.
I went straight. Straight is the fastest way to get to an object, right? I mean, unless you got some sort of like wormhole that we can go through.
Sweet. I'm the only person here right now.
All right. Well, I guess you claim the whole zone.
Yeah.
What's up, Simple? How you doing? Dantham, how's it been, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Some of you guys might be able to tell. I'm a little under the weather. I got a sore throat kind of coming through today. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse. All right, so we're going to let Cypher take one of these as a pet. We're going to... Sick Nick Bro, what's up? Man, it's been a long time since I've seen a couple of you guys. Simple says 22, almost 23 on his Enchanter. I've seen a lot of people playing Enchanters lately. Cypher's playing his Enchanter. Schick's been playing his Enchanter. There was a period there where we were doing these videos and playing together. We could not find an Enchanter to save our lives. Dan says, then again, I could barely... Sounds like... Oh, yeah, you guys can hear it then. That's how my brother has his room set up in his living room. For his... It's like his projectors there and all his like movie equipment stuff. And it's a beautiful, beautiful space, but he has like this giant AC unit that he's going to be replacing soon. And it's so loud that it grates on him. Every time I go over to his place, he's always talking about how he wants to throw that thing out and get rid of it. You can take one of those as a pet, Cypher, or you're just gonna run right by all of them?
One of those.
So should we kill it?
Give me a second. I'll get an actual pet.
Oh, you mean one that'll kill you? That's awesome.
You mean one that will that's actually blue to me? You mean? All these are green.
Oh, these are green.
Those are the best pets. Safest pets. Oh shit, I'm still bound by the goblin.
You can go outside and bind real quick.
Probably should.
Oh, wait until I kill this. That way you get some experience. Not that I think it's gonna be a lot, to be perfectly honest. These are so green, we might not even get anything. Yeah, no experience whatsoever off of that. We're gonna have to go a lot deeper.
Yeah, the first two are the only ones that should be green.
No, the next one is green as well.
XP green or green?
I can't tell. It's green.
Can you not tell?
It says something like,
different.
yeah, it says like you might be able to win this, blah, 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 or whatever.
It's not certain.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, they're blue. They're blue to me.
Been playing this game forever.
You'll probably win this fight. It's not certain though.
Well, that one's dark blue to me. The one that you were just looking at a second ago?
That's green to me.
Yeah, so we'll have to go a little deeper for you.
Yeah, that was no experience.
Yeah, those first two are never experienced.
I mean, if we're gonna go deeper, we have to invis past the bridge. The bridge will kill us.
Fine with invising past it. Starting to look for those backstab mobs to charm. There's some amazing ones we were just talking about in the hole. That one seems to be so much DPS that we actually don't need any other DPS with us. I got the EQ itch again. I'm letting you scratch it for me instead in the background. Green's coming out pretty soon. You might be able to jump into there and scratch it.
Talked to Pretzel the other day.
Oh yeah, is he gonna come back for green?
Good lord.
My theory of high-level pets is working out, isn't it?
It ain't even high level. He was talking about wanting to come back, but he doesn't want to come back without Pretzel.
So tell him to come back on green.
I told him about green.
He can remake Pretzel, get all the good stuff, Have some fun with
Yeah.
a brand new server. All right, we got 2.
It's not the same.
I mean, it's never going to be the same as if you can recreate
he
that
had
tune.
best in slot Necromancer.
But he's never getting it back. Like, they already banned it because they thought he was, whatever, clicking fast.
Oh, great.
And why? I mean, maybe he might be able to protest and see if he can get it back. And if he can, that'd be amazing. But if not, then green's the next best choice. Yeah, Signega basically is just a TLP. Going back to the early days.
TLP,
But better done. I mean, it's kind of what Vanilla WoW's doing, where they're going back and recreating the classic vanilla server from scratch. And these guys have already done that over the years. Now they're just going to initiate a new server for you to kind of experience it in the way it should have been. Although when the vanilla WoW server comes out, a lot of us are going to be playing on that for at least the first month. Give it a shot, see what it's all about. So you guys will see a lot of footage of that.
Alright, let's kill this guy.
Don't go too far behind you. Yep, you got him.
God.
Let's see. One at the old interface where you had to meditate with your screen covered by your book. Believe it or not, they haven't released any details on exactly what green is going to be and how they're going to do a lot of the stuff that they do, whether they're going to merge them together with the other server at some point. But they did kind of hint at that's exactly what they want to do as far as the old interface. Make that a thing that you have to have, so you have to stare at your book for the first 35 levels. A lot of people we've talked to don't understand exactly how that's going to be done, or even if you could make that a thing, now that there's so many UIs out there that people are using on their end. But I hope they do. I think that would be amazing. Wow, what did you do to this guy, man? This is like the toughest mob that we fought so far.
Well, relying on Bard DPS.
Yeah. Well, oh, okay, that's what it is. We just don't have a pet to do the actual DPS for us.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my comment about the Ithith Gnolls being rogues? I did not. So there are some rogues down here, Cypher. We want to snag one of those next time.
What, how do you say their name?
I-T-E-T-H. Or is it L? I think it's an L. L-T-E-T-H.
You mean the ones we killed that were green?
Yeah, but there's going to be deeper ones with those names, I'm hoping. Possibly.
Is that one calmed, or is that one blurred?
It's most.
Yeah, he got aggro when he sat down. I need the mal in there because it's M-A-L as well for the last part.
Yeah, left and mal. Because the left and mouse, I believe they're
Too low. Oh, and not backstabbers.
No, I think they're like casters or something. They're one of the white gnolls are casters.
How does
Maybe I'm
that?
thinking Rosh.
How does that work with the caster pet, man? Do they have to have like time to med up? Otherwise, they won't cast their spells? Do they only cast every so often? Can you drop them as a pet, mez them, and then steal their mana away from them?
Yep.
Will they have anything left, though, is what I'm saying. If you're using them as a pet, will they get all the way down to like 0% all the time?
I don't know how that works as far as that spell, but for me, for the version I currently have, it doesn't take all the mana. But I'm not using an actual mind wipe or whatever it's called. Mana. thing.
Are we invising up past all these?
Oh, we can kill these.
Well, I mean, it takes like an hour and a half for us to kill one mob without your pets, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a pet.
Well, why not just invis past these? There's only 4 of them.
Alright.
That way you can get a pet on the other side where we're actually going to be staying.
Yeah.
I think I have an invis song, right?
You do.
Well, you're supposed to.
I think this is it.
Well, you gotta have a wind and...
Yeah,
Oh,
flute,
okay.
flute.
Well,
There it is.
That's how you can double invis. If you start singing that and somebody IVUs you, you are double invis.
well, at least this way you don't have to worry about it dropping by accident. Surprised that one with a pet didn't see through. Usually casters have, okay, well, how far down are we going?
We're gonna go just a little bit more. We want to get away from the bridge. Like this guy right here. It's Mal, right? The left.
Yeah, there's another one right there,
Yeah.
too.
Alright, I'll get that one. I'm gonna just straight up go for the pet. Just turn off your song.
Yep, give me a second, turning it off now.
Is it off?
It's off.
And I'll stay here for drags.
I wouldn't be too far back there, Shix. There is a roamer.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come up to pretty much where we're at? I feel more comfortable with you here than back there.
Did my invis just wear off?
It did.
Yeah, because it gets overwritten by the bard.
No, it doesn't.
That's,
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't. I still have
Yep,
invisibility
you got another
on my
ad?
bar.
You got another ad?
Yeah.
I'm where you guys told me to go.
I actually saw that one come through the wall. It's a freaking DPS here.
Oh, it's still missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it hit for 106 backstab.
And these do have to be facing towards the back, right? The ones in the hole you say don't need to be.
I'm
I
not
don't think
sure, but-
NPCs have to have a back to backstab. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've seen it from the front. So I think all of them, as far as NPCs, can backstab from the front against other NPCs.
I guess just pay attention to that one, Cypher. If it turns out that you need the back, let me know. Otherwise, I won't worry about it too much. Does my Bard Song Haste stack with the Enchanter one or no?
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't-
I haven't given it to you yet.
can't have
Well, no, I'm asking because I don't know. You saying you can't?
casted and sung haste are both haste spells,
No, they're not.
Grabby's saying no, they do not stack.
right? They do not stack. You can't have. Otherwise, you'd have 100% haste all the time if you had a bard in the group.
Then I will stop using that and I will put down something better.
I'm pretty sure you can have both of them.
There is
Only
a bard
the
over
Depends
haste.
on
V2
which
special
one.
Bard Haste?
Depends on which bar or which.
Right, like
haste
level
is cast on
57
you.
haste or whatever.
Yeah, I don't have that one yet.
It's a high level over haste.
I'm pretty sure you can have 3 kinds of haste.
You can have
There's
it,
over
but they
haste.
don't stack on top of each other.
There's a bard over haste. It's
I
very
know about
specific.
Bard Overhaste, but I'm pretty sure you can have 2 of them, or have 3 of them, because with the Monk you have Vogue, you have Epic, and you have Warn.
No, the epic does not stack with VOG. It is also casted haste.
I thought the epic on the monk was Bard Haste.
It is technically Bard haste.
So mine it says epic is song / cast. Okay, so it's both, I guess. You guys want to move up? We staying here for mana? What's the plan?
I'm full.
I'm foolish.
All right, well, I have no idea which way we're gonna go. Right, left, straight, up,
I have
down.
no idea
well,
where we're at. I don't know.
We want to, from here, we want to go this way. There's 2 miles over here. Let me go ahead and call. Are we wanting to go down to Shiva's room?
Wherever, dude.
Playing here.
You're the only one that really knows this zone,
Yeah,
so I'm kind of.
I have no idea where I'm at right now. Other
I
than past the bridge.
know where we're at. I don't know where too many names are. I think the only thing I know how to get. Oh, we got to pop back here. Which one are we on? Which one is your pet on?
I'm backing my pet off mob.
All right, then I'm getting this one back here.
Your pet broke or something?
Apparently, because it's getting... just messing everything I can. Trying to find where my pet went. Where's my pet? Did he die?
Probably.
He's dead.
Yeah, he probably did. Grab a new one. You didn't put anything on him, right?
No, of course not.
Damn, he died fast.
This guy's hit hard.
That one's rooted.
The rush is mine. Oh, that's not good. Okay, good. It only hit that one target. Oh, he's doing a deal. I need to see myself.
I see you.
Yeah, there's a Shadow Knight or Necro spell that drops down here. That's pretty much the only thing I know in the zone.
Well, the robe is
And
nice.
this robe that I'm wearing.
Is that from the same room or is that a different area?
And the potion of complete heal.
What about that book that we were talking about for Necros? Is that same area?
No.
We should check that out, see what that's all about, since we're probably going to be trying to get that on green at some point. Anyways.
Honestly, I have no clue where that is.
Perfect time to go looking for it. Unless you want to come back here with just high levels and wreck the zone later.
I'm at 36%.
What, on mana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but some of these guys you can tap.
I don't have like a actual tap. I don't have a tap like
What level do you get it?
like Chicks does. It's like 44 or 49.
I think it's 49.
That kind of sucks. It's a nice spell to get. I can play Mana Song. I can play Mana Song if we need, so just at the end of the fight, let's move up a little bit into like that little cove, and I'll play Mana Song for a minute.
I think it's...
This guy's running.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Alright.
51.
I'm breaking my pet real quick so I can tap him.
Tap him with what? I thought you said you didn't have it.
I have a mana tap of time, but it doesn't give me very much mana.
Is it a flute? Oh, it's a lute, right? For the Mana Song.
Yep.
Let's see. 60 Bard spell is not over haste, it's V2 haste. Over haste allows you to go over the cap. V2 haste stacks with castable haste. It only stacks with item haste in V2. Same person that drops the robe. What's up, Celtic? How you doing, man? Trying our hand at Splitpaw. I'm gonna see how far down we can go. You looking it up, Cypher?
No, I'm trying to maintain Mez and waiting for this stupid spell to come up.
What are these tunes? Cypher is playing Tortha, his loved and hated Enchanter. It's loved now. Once upon a time, it was his most despised tune that he had, and I think he deleted it like 4 times, right? Took all the equipment off, remade it.
Yeah, took all the equipment off, deleted the character, remade it.
I am playing my my Bard, which I kind of like and kind of suck at. So, like, I like the class. I'm just not great at it. But I have managed to get to the point where when I was playing it for about a week straight, I was actually able to mez and lock down 4 mobs at a time, which I think is kind of impressive for myself. Never thought I'd get to that point. Not quite as good as Octo or even Donald. But getting a little bit better as I get higher level. As far as what's the highest X-Pack, Green is going to go for Velius, I believe is going to be the highest that anything that has anything to do with P99 goes for. I've heard that they have an agreement with Live that they won't go past Velius on any of their servers. They haven't really released any of the details, though, for Green, so could technically just be the first release of the game and never even go to Canark or Velius. I don't think that's what they're going to do, but since they haven't said yet, we'll just have to kind of wait and see. They did say they were going to release more details as it got closer. It's pretty close as it is. I wish they'd kind of just put out some information every so often. It'd be nice. But we do got Vanilla WoW coming up that we're going to be playing, so it should keep us busy or occupied until Green announces more. And then Shix is playing his newly minted epic Cleric. Just got that done last night. He can't even wear it yet. He's not even 46.
Working on getting the levels now. I was 30 this morning and I'm 33 now. So 3 levels so far today.
Been knee-deep in Final Fantasy XIV lately. We did a little bit of gameplay on one of the Final Fantasies. Cypher, do you remember which one that was? Was it 11 or 12?
I never got it working. I don't know.
I thought you were in there with us. Yeah, like, I know it was Heat and Nonal for sure. I think Bushido joined us in there for a little while. But you remember what version it was?
Probably 11 or something like that.
I hear a lot of good things about Final Fantasy. Just another MMO is hard to fit into the schedule. As it is, Vanilla WoW, I'll probably only be on it for about a month just to try it out. We also have Mangler that we've been playing. Pantheon possibly at the end of the year. I doubt it, but that's the rumor anyways.
Alright, I think I know where we need to go for the...
Oh wait, I don't think Shix is here.
I'm full of mana. I'm gonna just lull these guys.
Well, don't do it yet, because our Cleric isn't here. Says they're going to check on the kids real fast. I wouldn't want you to try to lull and then, die.
I won't die.
Yeah, until you die.
I won't die.
So we have a question for you. What is the spell rotation enchanters use when they charm a pet? Just got his to level 12.
The spell rotation is color shift, mez, tash, charm.
And I think that's
I do
going to
that.
change pretty much depending on the enchanter you ask. I know Nibers had his own set of rotations of what he cast on it. And that Tash part, is that super important to get the first time? Because I do know that some enchanters, they just charm it ahead of time. And then when it breaks the next time, that's when they get everything they want on it.
I did that for this mob. So I charmed it and then I dashed it once it broke. A lot of times you have a situation where you have two mobs. You don't have time. I mean, you can if you want to lull both of them and then mez one and tash it and charm it. But to be honest, it's a lot of times just easier just to charm the thing and get it over with.
Right. Let's see, you've been following Pantheon. What can we expect from that? It seems promising. Yeah, it's made by some of the same people that made the original Everquest, so
1 second.
very much something that a lot of us want to see and a lot of us want to play. Plus, if you watch the videos on YouTube about it, it gets you kind of pumped up, and seeing the new mechanics they're mixing into it seem interesting. What you can expect from it, I don't know. I haven't been able to get into the alpha build that I have access to. I think it was like 350. You had to donate to get access to that, and they haven't opened that up yet. And even when they do, there is a NDA, non-disclosure agreement, saying that we can't talk about it. So, yeah, kind of sucks. I'm still optimistic, though. I think a lot of people, though, who have been waiting for it for years have gotten to the point where they're tired of waiting. I can't blame them, but you gotta be patient for some things. Let's see. Is the first Enchanter slow really worth casting?
Not really. I don't even use those that I have now. Usually,
It would depend on the mob, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're fighting a mob that's a named and it's going to take a lot more to kill him, and he's dishing out a lot of DPS, then yeah, probably in that situation.
A lot of times, like whenever you're fighting, I've rooted, mezzed, and slowed that other mob that's in waiting, just because it becomes part of your prep.
Yeah, but that's not the first slow, right?
No, this is my current slow.
Yeah, so you weren't doing that early on. That's something you've kind of gotten in the habit of doing now.
Yep. Saves the cleric mana. Alright, so
I don't know, Nibers used to have to swap his spells out 3 or 4 times every fight. So there's a lot of spells you have access to. I do know some enchanters never swap out their spells. They kind of just leave what they have up and deal with it.
I'm always swapping spells.
Yeah, it comes down to how much effort you want to put in that class. That class is by far very dependent on the player. You get out what you put in. So if you got the mana to slow, I would say go ahead and use it. It does take does give you a lot of aggro, doesn't it, Cypher? Your first slow.
All slows, all tashes.
So how do
give
you
a lot of aggro.
how do you want to use that? Like you already said, you'll mez it, you'll slow it, and then Membler it possibly, or root it, so it doesn't come straight after you when it breaks.
And even now, I'm using my level 8 root.
Yeah, I know with Shix, anytime I break one of his messes, it comes running right after him.
Yeah.
So root definitely helps out. I think he's been doing that a lot more lately, and I've noticed the difference. He's not always getting hit. He's not having to use as many paradots for his rune. So root or Membler. I think Nibers use Membler, so it wouldn't come after him.
Yeah.
It's a little
Yeah,
safer.
but the 55 Membler is the one
That you really want.
you want. It's got a low resist.
The problem with like Membler and that kind of stuff is the fact that you have you have to wait for it to come back up. And usually I don't keep it in my spell bar. It's not part of my normal
Right.
list. So if I'm gonna memble or something, it's something I'm gonna, like a pet that I want to go back so it'll heal itself. But usually your mez will just memble it.
It has the opportunity to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Membler at higher levels probably comes into play a lot more due to the fact that once a mob has aggro on you at higher levels, it's very, very difficult to get it off of somebody, especially an Enchanter before he dies.
Yeah.
So stun the crap out of it, Membler it, and then let the tank go to town. But again, I think Enchanter is so versatile that if you asked 100 Enchanters how they play the class, you'd get probably 100 responses that are completely different from each other. Oh,
Yep.
we got another.
That's a left mile. I'll switch pets.
Oh, we got a tanned
Skin?
a scroll. So if you guys want to turn those in, I think it's Akinas, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 different ones. I think everybody should get it. So yeah, if one of you guys want to loot it to start with, then
I can't turn those in.
He can't turn those in.
you're able to do it though, right, Cypher?
Mm-hmm. I already have that one.
Well, I'll
So
snag it.
you'll have to loot it.
Been told you can get really good experience off of those all the way into the 50s.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can get really good experience off of a quest in 50 is kind of unheard of. I don't know any quest that you can get a good experience off in the 50s, to be honest, other than that one. What quest?
But it's the canines from that you turn into
Infernovi.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the 50s?
Heck yeah.
Wow.
Alright, so we're going straight here. And we're taking the left road. I don't like this very much. I don't like it at all.
Oh, there's a mob
the
there.
Nish. Yeah, it looks like he's by himself. Why I just fight him right there?
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, sure. This guy does hit.
I did not buy my level 34 spells.
Are you close?
No, well, I'm 80%.
80% to 34?
Yeah.
That's pretty close. At 34, you get a new heal spell, right?
Yes, a much better.
Superior?
Something like that?
You're using what, greater right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, superior heal is nice, but it's one of those. It comes with a cost. A lot of mana.
This one's 150. And what is
Like
superior? Is
250?
250.
250? I guess that's not too bad.
But it's also twice the heal.
Yeah, at the time, though, it felt like it ate through your mana. Well, you got a really good armor, so you may not feel it as much.
Oh.
But for an average cleric, just kind of using what he has.
I'd pull it back to that corner there
Yeah.
or something.
But isn't this the room that has the Shadow Knight? I thought it was lower, but it kind of looks the same. It has that little trap right in front of the door.
No, this is same height, but it's definitely not the same area.
So they do that trap quite a bit in this zone.
Mm-hmm. So if you are good with pick locks, you can actually turn those off. But
Well,
this
you
next
mean
room is
disarm
where
traps,
I go.
right? Not pick lock.
Hmm?
Disarm traps,
No,
not pick
well,
lock.
It's the same thing.
It is?
Mhm.
So you could level up your pick lock by disarming traps?
Well, the trap once it's disarmed, you can't do anything else with it.
Like it just stays disarmed forever, or it's a certain time limit?
Not for for a certain time limit. I don't see. Oh, there's a left.
Yeah, I would lull that one just in case.
Okay. You wanna go in? And...
Sure.
Oh wait, charm break.
Oh, yeah, there's quite a few mobs in there.
Okay. Let me just miss stuff.
Yep, I pulled the one I'm fighting back. Let me know if you guys get low on mana.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm 70 mana.
Oh my god, please stop.
Sure, that's what Shix is saying about his mana right now. Get him recharged?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 3. Just FYI, there's 3 mobs in that room.
The one we're going for, or the one we're looking for, the Rush Val Levolar.
That's the placeholder or the named?
That's the named.
This guy has a decent amount of hit points. Or is he not getting hit in the back?
He's not getting backstabbed.
Oh, yeah, let me flip him then. So that does not work for the low-level ones then. Maybe the high levels, but definitely not these guys.
Yeah, see, he just hit for 105 there. Alright, we have one more.
Yep. How's your mana?
I'm good, 74%.
70%.
Oh, you guys aren't even going down in battle. That's nice. Alright, let's do it.
So is this camp?
This is camp.
This is the room?
This is it.
That's easy to get to. In fact, I think we could probably invis all the way to it, right?
Yep.
And what level are these mobs? They're
Um,
green to me. Green at
Green
37.
to me too.
Zone is between level 5 and... If we wanted to pull more mobs... Hey, let me look at the levels of these guys they give.
So 3 mobs in here to break. If we came in here with 3 Necromancers, I think that could be done.
Mm-hmm.
Cracky Pop says, AC, what's up? Cypher song was aces. Yeah, it was pretty hysterical, man. I couldn't stop laughing when I was listening to it. Those of you who haven't seen it yet, you definitely should check it out. In fact, I'll do a link to the video so you guys can go see it. It's the last 2 minutes of the video in question.
But watch the whole thing.
Gotta watch the whole thing. It's a thing, you know?
But check out the last 2 minutes first,
Yeah, then go back and watch the whole thing.
because then you'll be crying and you'll enjoy the rest later more.
It was a really good group.
It was a fun group.
Yeah.
All right, so is there anything else in this area that...
So if you go back out to that room where that little divot is, there should be straight across from that little divot should be 3 names.
Hold on a second, I got a named, or not a named, but a mob incoming.
So what?
Judges.
Are we in number 2?
We are currently at number 2. Yes.
That's a really. I mean, that says it's rare. I'm assuming the mob is rare.
Yeah.
But that is a sweet item.
Yeah, for a Necromancer, it's best in slot early on.
Oh, that's a -10 with strength.
Yeah, but I mean, for a Necromancer, do you really care about that too much?
Not really.
It's nice to have strength. The same thing, it's nice to have strength on a Cleric, but it isn't, like, necessary.
I don't know. I've got a hero bracer on.
On your Necromancer?
No, on my cleric.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get rid of that. Not RGB, a Ruin Mithril Bracer or the Supple Band from KC.
I bought this instead of the one from...
It's just because you're weird.
I mean, I've seen you run, and I don't want to be...
Yeah, when you start running out of mana, and people start dying because you just don't have enough mana pool, then you'll start noticing the desire to have more wisdom.
Ah, damn it.
Did you just heal the...
Healed the Enchanter. It was full health.
Dirty Enchanter. Let's see, what did I miss up there? I root, then slow. Early levels for Enchanters, kind of tough in general. Slow for Enchanters is really mana inefficient, but it has its uses. You want to use it when you're taking a mob higher level than your pet, or to control the HP between your pet and the mob staying roughly equal. That's if you're soloing, right?
Yeah, if you're soloing, that's pretty much all you do is pet management, point management. So you try to break your pet when both mobs are the lowest they could possibly be.
Sounds like fun. I mean, it definitely has its challenges, though. So you say when I come out here, we could go left or right. You want me to go past that, right?
Wait a minute. Whenever you come back out here?
Yeah, because you can go left or you can go right.
No, this is where I was talking about.
So there's nothing over here, though? Nothing to the right?
It looks like these have already respawned, so... Man, that is fast. Fast respawns.
So you're saying out here, which direction has the names?
This way. These are the judges. The executioner, and so on.
Is this your pet?
No.
No, it's pet's back here.
Taking this back to my pet, though. Hey, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Is he trying to go after?
Is he coming?
Yeah, he's coming. I just, snared him. Same thing you do to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is part of being a bard, right? Is to make your group as miserable as possible.
I guess so. I mean, if you look at it that way.
Well, it's just, there's no reason for the mob to take that long getting back.
So we're really not even close to the
It's down. It's down a whole other level by the waterfall. Why, did you want to go down there and check it out? We just kind of wanted to see where this thing was. I don't think we really had any...
I'm just looking at the map, trying to figure out where we are and what things are. And...
I can show you how
I don't think I've ever been this deep into the zone.
I can show you how to get there. The best way is just dropping off of the bridge.
For the waterfall.
And the hard part is getting down.
Gate.
Well,
I don't. How many people actually run themselves out of a zone?
I do. I usually do.
I almost never do that.
But that's usually because I'm here on chords farming that potion.
I mean, I'll do it on my monk, mainly for a lot of the time I don't have a choice. Alright, so you want to lull these 3 names, and we can pull one of them, or...?
Let's just go back out there with my pet.
Well, like, as a group?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Shix, you want to come out here?
We're crawling?
I think we're just going to kill the names and then figure out what we're going to do after that.
Here, let me rehaste you. Haste us down.
We can get by those guys. They won't see through. So, these guys all have loot.
He went for my pet.
Now, what kind of loot are we talking about, Cypher?
Don't know. All I know is that this is the executioner's area.
So a really crappy one-hander?
Off of which one? The Executioner?
The Tesh Bal Kad something?
That's the
drops.
one who dies usually really quickly.
Yeah, he drops a 31-8 one-hander.
Magic?
Then it is magic.
So, that might be worth something on the green.
It's no drop.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be garbage.
Is it for a quest?
I have no idea. It better be, because it's doo-doo.
Click on it?
No quest.
No quest.
Just
Just garbage. Garbage.
and then another 3810 weapon, which is also doo-doo, but it's sellable.
Yeah, it looks like
Tradable.
this may not be worth doing very much in here. It's good experience, though.
What do you mean, like the zone itself? Or this little area right over here?
Yeah, this area is good experience.
Well, and you got the necro item that's over there, like you guys mentioned earlier, the robe that drops a little further down. Like, there's definitely going to be some camps in here that you're going to want to hit up.
Yeah, I think the Ishva guy is about the only thing you really are going to want. And it's
It's going to be a hard
for the rogue
mob
epic.
to-
I mean, you could stock up on them for the rogue epic.
Why, they're not lore?
They are,
are
but you can corpse them or you can give them to alts.
5
Probably mostly
charisma,
give 'em
50
those.
mana. Oh, that's really nice.
There. There.
Yeah, but that no-hide tomb, dude. That's going to be worth a lot.
Just go ahead and kill this guy.
Who's that, your pet?
And we're going to drop down for Shiva.
Or are we? You want this one, Cypher? It's not too bad.
What one?
Tooth necklace?
Pretty sure he's rocking a plus
I
6.
I'm rocking a +6,
Oh,
yes.
okay, well.
Yeah.
That will be a nice item for green, then. Freaking cheater.
My
Well,
Enchanter's
there's
wearing a plus
double
4
items
that I
here.
had to solo for. But that is a good classic item.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Alright, are we going back over?
Yeah, we're just going to... Well, we're going to calm these guys and drop down.
Whoa. We don't need to even call them those guys. Let me throw out my, my Viz song.
Alright.
Just to be extra safe, because we never know what's going to be down there.
Alright, before you do, I give you this so I can get it off my bark.
Oh, that's right. It's not a lute. It's a flute.
Wait a second.
Keeping what songs go with what instruments is a pain in the ass. Now I can see why bards want that epic. Or stay together, guys.
I mean, epic is kind of a late in the game kind of item.
It is, but I mean, it does all of them.
I guess it's not a great mod.
Watch out, Cypher. I got a very, very slow run speed. Or swimming speed. It's so cheaty that we can just invis past everything. Going down?
Yeah, we gotta swim.
How far?
A little bit. It's just right up here.
Because I don't have... I'm 13 at swimming, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 23.
Oh my god.
Then swim up, or what?
Yeah,
I'm swimming up regardless, because I don't have the air. Yeah, they can see you. They can see you.
I know they can see me.
Are you trying to do something
He
here?
can't see me because he's not attacking me.
Oh, he's indifferent.
No, they're
There
attacking you
was.
now.
Well, I had charmed him and he
And then
broke that fast.
well,
Okay.
no, I envisaged you. You never said we were stopping to fight. I don't know what you were doing.
I'm getting a pet.
Well, you could have said that.
I did have a pet. It was a good pet for a second there.
So I envisaged you. Okay, so
Okay,
this
there's gotta
this one's even more deadly. Look at that, 2 traps on it.
Yep. So there's gonna be 2 mobs on either side of that.
Do we have to kill our way in there? Can't you just
Yes.
invis past it?
Absolutely, 100%. Well, I mean, we don't have to go.
Well,
to
are you going to lull these guys?
I wasn't planning on it.
Why not? There's like you said, there's 2 of them.
Well, these aren't the guys I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead and lull them so we can kill them one at a time.
Well, we weren't even gonna go in that room.
You're gonna have to walk by it with your pet.
Those guys are pretty far back.
Alright, well, if we get all 4, that's gonna be nasty.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling one.
Why are you pulling one?
So we don't have to take the risk of getting like 12 mobs at once.
Yeah, but if they're all load, then why even pull any?
So if we do happen to get more than we need, we don't have to worry about that breaking?
It's a 3-minute lull.
Alright, you guys want to
So
take the
based
risk
on what's
here.
going on. No risk if they're low.
It's always a risk. You gotta remember, we got Cypher playing as Enchanter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that pet is pretty ridiculous.
There's a lot of deeps.
Enchanter pet.
Alright, let's move up, I guess.
1 second. Go ahead and pull that other one. We already started.
No, we gotta leave them alone. You said leave them alone.
No, we're pulling them.
I'm leaving them alone. I'm not fighting them. Are we pulling all 4 of these out?
We're gonna need to lull
No, you said no lulls.
them. No, I did not.
We just have to fight everything.
Ouch.
Hit break.
And charm break.
I can't believe you stunned that, Shix.
Why?
Giving clerics a good name. Next thing you know, you're going to be using stun command.
Nah, it's like 50 something, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's pretty nice. Area effect. I think I used it once when Nivers got after me.
Oh no, they've changed the wiki.
How so?
The format on the guide section is different.
Did notice they changed Twitch too, so it's kind of interesting. Was it better though, at least? Because the one on Twitch, I don't like the new system. It doesn't seem as...
Change is never better.
Sometimes it is.
I like these to stay the same.
Well, you didn't want it to be the 90s forever, that's for sure.
Nah, we could have skipped over to the 90s.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. Though we did have some really good movies come out in the 90s, right? Home Alone? Or was that the 80s? 89 maybe? What year was Home Alone?
I can't remember.
Home Alone was 1990. See? So yeah, you gotta... right there on the line.
Did you say? I thought you said 1970 or something like that.
No, I thought it was 1989 or something, but...
Alright, you can follow me. Look at that, I messed up the the flow of this thing.
Oh, because you got hit?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's why it's
We're fighting these or walking past them?
fighting that one. Do not go past this door, though. And there's going to be a rumor, I'm sure.
Plus, wasn't the 90s the grunge era? You don't want to, like, miss out on that.
That's true. There's some reasonably decent music back then. I don't know what year Pearl Jam 10, the album 10 came out. Probably their best album. I think it was early 90s for sure.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Pearl Jam mainly in, like, an 80s to 90s band?
I think they were more popular in the 90s, but I don't know. It's all kind of blurs together a little bit.
Right, yeah, a little bit. Let's see, Pearl Jam. Let's see, they formed the band in 1990, exactly on the dot in Seattle, Washington. And they were touring all the way to 2002.
Alright, you can pull the niche.
They just don't have the staying power that Heart, Fleetwood Mac, and all them have.
It's a long time to be on the road, though.
60 years.
Yeah, that has to be rough on a person.
Yeah, they're like probably. I bet they've been on the road for 40 years.
Who's that, Pearl Jam?
No, some of the 70s bands, 60s, 70s bands.
You gotta wonder what they do or what they would do if they couldn't do that.
I mean, like Elton John is on his farewell tour this year. He's been touring for like forever.
Yeah, but will it actually be his farewell tour, or will he do what a
he's
lot of
fucking-
other bands do, which is to have like 16 of them?
He's pretty old. I think he's pushing 80 at this point. Maybe mid to late 70s.
I mean, you say that, but even Arnold Schwarzenegger comes back for a reappearance every so often.
Yeah, but he even walks kind of. You can tell he's old when he's walking.
I
Can't
have,
tell by by listening to his music though. He still plays awesome live.
yeah. It's good that he never messed up his voice. I think Shania Twain had something go wrong with her vocals.
He is 72. I thought he was a little older than that, but still, I mean, like Do you want to be working when you're 72?
If I was him, I would have stopped working a long time ago. Then again, is it really work if you enjoy what you do?
Good point.
I mean, look at Prince. Like, he built himself a studio in his own house, and then would just go down there whenever he felt like it, day and night, and record his own songs. Like, that to me sounds like a nice retirement, and at the same time, not quite a retirement, because you can still put out music that your fans will enjoy, just at a slower pace, which I think most people would be okay with that. Then again, Prince was in a lot of pain, apparently. Because didn't he overdose on
I don't know.
prescription drugs or something along those lines? I didn't read all the stuff that was going on with him at the time.
Death was. I know he's dead. For sure.
There you go. There's another one of those Splitpaw skin. You want to try to loot it, Cypher?
Sure. Wait a minute. Is this the same thing, though? I thought they were...
There's 4 different ones. I mean, it could be the exact same one we already got earlier.
Pretty sure this is the one that doesn't have a number on it. Yeah, this is just
That's just the garbage one?
Mm-hmm. Alright, careful. This is where I've had problems before. Okay, he's lulled.
Hovering over the gate button.
This is the guy you want to pull first.
This would definitely be a little bit more difficult to do with Necros.
Oh, this area, absolutely.
I mean, we could do it. You know, rooting in place seems to play a real big role in playing a Necromancer. Having the 3 pets burn things down. We would have Mez at that point as well, but could be very, very sticky. Hey, Penny, how's it go? How's your mage coming along? I haven't seen you in a few days. Actually, wouldn't mind possibly starting a mage on green at some point. Did he just get complete healed?
Apparently.
I'm about to die here. How's mana?
It's hitting you hard.
Yep. Trying to slow him.
He should be slowed.
Does yours stack with mine or no?
No, yours doesn't stack with mine. But the snare component still works.
I also don't have haste on right now. This dude is dispelling me like nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm still showing that you have haste for the mech.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at like the songs that I'm casting, and they're literally just disappearing before I can even go back and redo them.
I'm gonna run out of mana before we kill this.
If he keeps getting healed up, yeah.
Then back up. I'll root him. Let him kill my pet.
Just back him away from where he's getting healed up. Back your pet up. Did you root him?
See, he's rooted.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we just want him away from wherever he's getting healed.
Rooting him and re-slowing him.
This guy is yellow to me. And he got sea healed.
Can I gate?
Where is he getting healed from? Can we take him further back, Cypher?
He's getting healed from, give me a second, I'll put on Gnome Illusion. See where he's getting healed from.
Can you mez him?
Mez who?
The bomb? I mean, I can play Mana Song if he can mez.
If I mez... Oh, you mean mez this bomb?
Yeah, keep him mezzed, and I'll play Mana Song so she can get a little bit of mana back.
I'm at 40.
Oh, so you're fine.
Healing a lot.
I'm
Mob's
mezzing
not
him.
dying.
Yeah.
Mezzing him.
No, let's just
Mezzing
let that.
him.
He's at 40. We're fine. If he gets a little lower than that, then we'll absolutely have to mez him.
All right.
But he likes you now that you mezzed him.
Oh.
And he got healed again. Motherfucker. We gotta go further back.
Well, the
Bring him
thing
out here.
is
Bring him back out here.
being healed from back over here.
We're gonna get repops out here soon, I think.
No, this
I guess
is
it's just
my pet
just
is
be the
the
one,
placeholder.
right?
My pet's the placeholder. But the problem, I think, is... Oh, and my pet was just broken and just wrecked my face. Ah, great. He resisted.
Yep, resisted my stun as well, giving you a heal.
Okay, he's mezzed. I don't have the right spells up because you told me to demem him to do other things.
Well, you definitely want to keep the mez up, because Shix is getting low, so we might actually have to do that.
20 M.
Well, you gotta stop attacking if I'm gonna be mezzing that guy.
Alright, go ahead and mez him then.
I gotta get freaking rune up, or I'm gonna get my face wrecked.
Yep, just stay close for the Mana Song. Also, don't turn your back to your own pet.
Oh, my pet doesn't backstab. He's missed. Or he should. Yep, he's missed.
Did have somebody in OOC ask if we were okay.
Did we?
I think he's talking to us.
He's a 32 druid.
Probably the only ones in the zone.
The Nishival is.
Oh, there he is right there.
Room over here.
If you want to toss him an invite.
You are the leader, sir.
So he's probably going to get healed from even here.
Ah, no worries, Ivan. Thank you for even offering to help, man. You think he's getting healed from out here?
No, he's getting healed from a room that's right through this wall right here.
So there's nowhere we could stand that he's... you got a mob coming towards you. You got two mobs coming towards you.
One's my pet. Let's just let him fight it out.
So the room that we didn't clear on the way in, that's the one that's healing him?
Yep, give me a second. Trying to... Good
Enough
lord,
healing
freaking
enough
stop
comes.
resisting.
You don't have anything good on your pet, right?
Die.
Yeah, then let your pet die. And then you can grab one inside that room.
He's a really good pet.
Yeah, we got another one. Just let him die. You can get another one inside that room. And then preferably one that won't heal anymore.
I mean, I guess I could get the healer.
Yeah, because that's all we need to do is get rid of that freaking mob. We can't do it while you have a pet already. Be 3 mobs, a little bit too much.
Well, there's 4 mobs I have to get calmed
Okay.
to actually be able to try to get that healer pet. And if I fail, I'm dead.
It's not necessarily. I mean, you haven't failed yet. Plus, you do have a area effect stun, and then you have an area effect mez. Add a cleric and a druid here with you.
buffs too. I need to rebuff myself.
Well, keep him mezzed for a minute then.
I'm working on it, man.
And you actually don't have to get the healer first. You can pick up any one of those mobs and sacrifice them to this guy.
I would rather get the healer, that way he can't heal. As a pet.
Just saying, I don't know what those guys' Condi is, so if he's too high.
Everything's gonna be blue here. And he's about to break. There he goes.
How's mana?
At 35 mana. Running myself now.
Got a pop?
Pop. Alright, I'm taking that as a pet. Or I'm not, because he just ruined it. Here, how about we take this guy as a pet?
Wait, that was an option? You could take this guy as a pet?
It's always an option.
Then why not take this guy as a pet and set him in that room with the other 4 mobs so wipe the floor with him?
He won't wipe the floor with him, though. Only reason he's been staying alive so much is because of...
This guy hits like a freaking Mack truck, too. Is he your pet?
No, he's resisted every time so far.
Yeah, then just take the other one.
And I'm low.
Man,
I'm at 9% mana.
feeding you mana as much as I can.
Oh, dude, this guy's hitting for 92.
Which one? The one is your pet or the other one?
Yeah, the one that's my pet.
Unfortunately, he's about to die.
No, he's not. He's at 50%. If
Oh, so you did
actually heals him.
you did finally get the guard.
Yeah.
I told you this guy hits like a Mack truck. We don't really want to heal him though, right? We just want to kill him.
No, we want him as a pet. If he's gonna hit that freaking hard. All right, let me get that complete heal guy out if I can.
All right, you need more mana or no?
I do. All right.
How's it coming?
I got 3 of them calmed. Got 2 incoming.
Yep.
I'm mezzing this one.
You want me to stay on mana song? Or you want me to get to the fight?
Get it on the one that my pet's on.
You want me to jump in as a tank?
Yeah. Because that's the healer.
As far as what we're going after, we were just kind of taking a look around the zone, but yeah, the name mob in here is what we're checking out first.
Oh, great. Turn break.
At least you won't be healing anything, though.
Yeah, but I'm trying to also get that other one back under control. Boom. Getting the card. Oh my god, this is gonna kill me.
Barely doing any damage to you. Oh, what's up, Terry? You're more than welcome to join us. We're just kind of checking out the zone. Apparently, she likes this one. Yeah, since it was just the three of us, we figured we'd check something out that we haven't seen in a while, that we could do at our levels. And it's like choice between Splitpaw, Droga, and Nurga. And the guys just kind of chose this one.
Alright, I'm at 10 mana.
We can come back up to the top and get you. That was the whole point of us coming down here, is that we really don't know our way around. We wanted to figure it out. Alright, so do we want to kill this guy, or you want to keep him as a pet?
I already had him heal my pet.
Okay, so keep him.
Mm-hmm. It's, we only have, unless these guys have respawned, we only have a few more mobs before we kill the Shiva. Alright, come on in. Alright, this is going to be a...
Do we leave the druid outside?
Alright, I'm back. Wife was on the phone.
No worries, man.
That was, oh, fuck, now I can't heal. This seems to be a little challenging. Like, not very easy.
Yeah, we gotta get Terra down here.
For evac?
And the extra DPS would be nice. Once we get a little safer and you guys feel comfortable, I need to take a quick break and get me something to drink. My throat's kinda acting up on me.
These AoEs, shit, just too low for this.
They hurt.
Sense.
Snack time. Any thoughts on if green will be rolled into blue after server finishes progression? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that green stays a classic, 100% classic server, and blue continues on as the custom content server that they've always wanted to make it. That way you kind of have a choice between the two.
I really hope they don't roll it together. That would be, I think, a very big mistake.
Even people who don't care if it stays a classic server like Shix don't want the two servers mixed together because it's going to ruin the economy and there's going to be items that shouldn't be there. And I think eventually it'd even out no matter what, but like it doesn't seem like anybody really wants it to be merged. But it really doesn't come down to what we want. It's a private server.
Pop?
Yeah, pop.
Okay.
So we'll have to see what they want.
Yeah, how names would work. There's a lot of things that would be...
It'd be the same way that it was on live when they merged
Same
servers
as-
together. They,
Yeah, but accounts. Like, so you have the same account. You have eight people, or 8 characters on green, 8 characters on blue. How would you...
you have to
You
pick.
don't have 16 characters. Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah,
make
you have
sense.
to pick. Pick which ones you want to keep, which ones you don't. I mean, if they let you know ahead of time, they did say they were going to release more information as it got closer to the day.
Yeah, I just think more problems than it would be 0 good and a lot of problems. If that makes sense. There's no plus side to it. There's only a downside.
I mean, the plus side is this one we're killing? The plus side is you could do what a lot of people thought that they might, which is to have a server like green, and then eventually merge it into blue, and then start green over again. That way you always have at least one server kind of start brand new for people who kind of missed it the first time around.
Yeah, but you could do, you know, a yellow server and then an orange server.
Right, but how many servers do they really want to pay for? How many servers can the P99 community really support with the numbers? I'm not sure on any of those. I like the classic field. That's what I want. I want a classic server. Blue's not going to be classic. They've already said that they're going to be adding in custom content. What that custom content's going to include is, you know, who knows, except the guys that are doing it.
I'm at 10 mana, by the way. I have like 2 heals tops.
I'm going to keep that one mezzed, or going after it?
I can keep pants heal.
No, I'll just pump some mana. Yeah, you can finally get a Mana Stone and a Fungus Staff. I don't know how often or how easy that is going to be to actually get when it fully comes out, but yeah, you're right. You will have the ability to do it, at least. I did hear a nice theory, and I don't know if it's going to be something they actually implement or not, but as some of the items that are already in P99 Blue, once you get one, you have to give up the camp and leave. If they do that for the Mana Stones, if they kind of make it one and done, then a lot more people will have access to it. Doesn't mean that somebody won't come back immediately after getting one and get back in line. That's definitely going to be a thing. But they won't be able to hog it all day long. Green launches in October, sometime in October. No idea exactly when. Stack Time says I had a nightmare that Rogan passed away and the server stopped. I don't wish him any ill will. I've never seen him do anything other than good stuff, but at some point, something along those lines is going to happen, right? He's not going to be able to afford the server anymore. He's going to get tired of doing it. The passion leaves, whatever the case may be.
We have one more mob, and then we have to Shiva's room.
Yeah, except Shix has no mana.
I'm at 25. Which doesn't mean much. It's like 3 heals.
It would be nice, though, if he has somebody that he's bequeathed it to. Somebody in the team that's put in a lot of effort, something along those lines that can continue on, or maybe one day he'll sell it to Daybreak Games so that they can create an actually classic TLP through the different stages. I don't think they will either, but
they'll just ruin it.
I don't think they would. I think if Daybreak had a classic server like this already built for them, they would put it out, because I don't think they have any desire to ruin the franchise. I think they have no desire to put any effort into the franchise.
But they have all the desire to make money.
They do have all the desire to make money, which means they could charge for you to play on the server. Chrono would be in the game, and
Chrono and everything else.
But that wouldn't technically ruin the game. Like
it would destroy it completely. It would destroy the game for me.
I mean, you really couldn't have cash shops in the game at the time, because then it wouldn't be classic. But you could absolutely have Chrono in the game.
It would destroy the game.
It would ruin the game.
I don't know about that, because if you look at the fact that you only have one instant for each one of these zones. And if you have a staff who's willing to abide by the Play Nice policy, which is classic, Sony did have a Play Nice policy initiated when it went live, so if you put those same rules in effect, Chrono farmers would not be able to do like 99.9% of the stuff they do.
So you think Daybreak is just going to go complete opposite of what they're currently doing?
I'm saying
Ever?
they could. I'm not saying they will.
Well, sure, and people in hell could also get ice water sometime, but it's not going to happen.
Well, I don't think they're gonna get ice water in hell. I don't think that's a possibility. Are we killing this or?
No, I'm trying to membler it.
I think if anything goes to Daybreak, they're going to
Come out of the room.
flat out ruin it.
I thought we were going up to get Terra.
Tara, you getting on? I would hate to see Chrono in P99 too, but I would rather P99 stay around in some form or fashion. Because it's impractical to think that they're going to stay forever under Rogan. Like it has to some point, he's going to have to bequeath it, or somebody's going to have to create another server just like it.
At what point do you quit play? I guess that's the bigger question. At what point do you say it's not P99 anymore? You know, at what point does it become not playable or not enjoyable to you?
Yeah.
Like Chrono would probably be that point.
See, the Chrono itself, and for Penny's asking, like, what is Chrono and why is it so bad? Chrono is an item that they threw into the game that allows you to buy stuff in-game with it because it actually has a monetary value. You have to go to the store and buy a gift card or go online and buy the Chrono from whoever was selling at Daybreak Games or Sony, and it costs you, I think it's like 15, 16, 17 bucks, something along those lines. That. And then you can trade that in-game. It's an actual physical item in-game that you can trade to other players or use yourself for a 30-day subscription to EQ and get you all the perks.
So you could go to the tunnel and say 5 Chrono for a fungi tunic.
Okay, so Terra is at the zone line.
Whatever.
So if you guys want to start working our way back there, are we going to invis all the way back?
Wouldn't it be easier to
just invis all the way back, right?
Well, port to West Common or West Toronto?
I think it'd be faster or better for us to go out invis.
Yeah, so same here. Alright, popping my... If you want to give everybody an invis anyways, Cypher?
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't? Okay.
It's either yours or...
I also cannot guarantee how long I'm able to stay on this evening because I've got wife and 2 kids that'll be here, and
you gotta move with us.
What the plan is.
Well, we'll stay somewhere close to the top then, in case we have to leave. Alright, we're all following you, Cypher. If anybody falls behind, let us know. The reason it's bad, the reason a lot of us hate it, isn't the fact that you can get a free subscription to Everquest. That's pretty cool. You can play the game and kind of earn your way through just by playing. The reason it's bad is because it promotes a toxic environment for people who just farm Chrono to either sell for in-game items, or a lot of them on live seem to be doing it as a full-blown job. Like, they get the Chrono in-game, then they go to other websites and sell them for actual cash. And so they don't care how they treat other players. They don't care about the community. They're not there for the community. They're there to just make money and then move on. And Daybreak Games has no play nice policy. They do not care about creating a...
What the hell is this?
I don't know. We're going to have to jump through this? I can't jump through this.
No, you duck. You duck through it.
Well, you might, but I don't. Oh! You duck and jump.
Yep. Just duck straight through it.
No.
You were through it. I swear you were on the side.
Oh, there we go.
You're through. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what? Somebody can open up the door?
Hit the goddamn button, yeah.
Jesus, come on, man.
What the shit?
What button?
Is it a
I don't
torch?
know, but it opened.
Maybe you can only open it from one side.
Oh, shit. We look like a bunch of idiots. Just push the button.
Then I just squeeze through the bars. That's how you get out of prison.
I've only ever gone that way, is by ducking through. Tell me where the one is here. Okay, there's the...
Oh, come on, the same as that one. Just open the door, Ben.
This way.
We're lost.
This way.
I feel lost.
I mean, I'm absolutely lost. I have no idea. I'm just following Cypher.
This is the bridge. This is the bridge here.
Oh, okay.
Over troubled water?
I know where we're at now.
Is it a bridge over troubled water?
If this song goes away, yes, it's definitely a bridge over troubled water.
Oh, that doesn't look great, does it?
Oh, if the song goes away, we're all going to instantly die.
Oh, the second. Okay, now I know where we're at.
But yeah, I think if they have Chrono in game and they have a guide or GM community that would stop toxic behavior from being a thing, punish it and boot you out, ban you from the server, then Chrono would not be, in essence, a bad thing.
It would be, because that means that it became a service that you have to pay for a service to play the game. Being that it's no longer a free game.
Which is what would happen if Daybreak Game took hold of it. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I gotta step away a minute. I'll be back.
there is a cost to running these servers. We've kind of had these conversations before on how much we think they're paying to do it. You guys actually think it's in like the thousands a month. That's ridiculous if it is, because that's a lot of money they're putting out of their own pocket to do it.
Invite Tara?
I did. She sent me a tell saying she's AFK real quick.
Alright, AFK myself.
But yeah, there's a cost to running the servers. So if they got to recoup those losses or the cost of doing business with a little bit of a payment, I don't mind that. It's the in-game stores, the purchases of items that you can't get any other way. If you look at like Mangler or any of the TLPs out there, there are some amazing backpacks that they were releasing. Actually, I think it was like a 40 slot backpack, which is crazy. And it was 100% weight reduction. It could carry giant items, and pretty much if you were a monk and you didn't have that bag, you were already at a disadvantage. And the only way, it does not drop in game, the only way to get it is to pay real hard money for it. Those are the problems that I have with, trying to support the game, unless they do one or the other. If you look at Warframe, which is a kind of a Destiny type clone for MMOs out there, they don't charge you for the game itself. They don't charge you monthly. All they do is they put a few items in game that if you really like it, because by the time you actually want to get any of those items, you're already pretty high level and you're running out of space. So you've been playing for quite some time. So if you get to that point, you really like the game already. That's when they say, hey, you could buy more inventory space. You can buy easier access to certain things. But it's all available in game. You can get it all naturally, and you can trade with other players for things that you can't get naturally with actual in-game items. So I think that system is perfect. It gives a little bit of everything in there. If you want to support it, you have the extra cash, you can. And they're making plenty of money doing it. So that system actually works. Tara, you back? You here with us?
Yeah.
All right. We'll work our way down there. I think Schick says he doesn't know how much time he has, but we'll do our best. We'll see what we can kill. Going over the idea of Chrono on P99, how that would play out if Rogan ever got rid of the server or donated it to Daybreak Games. From what I hear about Daybreak Games, though, there's a lot of negative. There's a lot of people out there who absolutely hate them. But if they are all about the money, and I'm not saying that they are, but if they were, then eventually they will drop any product that isn't producing. And at that point, I would like to think that the EQ community, both live and emulators, could get together and possibly do a fundraising to purchase it and just make it open source, open to the public, open to anybody who wants to do it. And at that point, that would be pretty amazing. I think that would be a huge boon to the community in general. Anybody could host Everquest and have access to the coding. Might be wishful thinking. I don't know if it will ever get to that point. Cracky Pop had a question. If P99 didn't exist, would you guys play live or quit EQ altogether? Probably quit EQ altogether.
Yeah, I'd probably just quit.
Yeah,
Actually, I played live for like one day before joining P99, and I did not enjoy it.
Most of us has that exact same story. I know Thoom did it for a little while. He played for like a month, and it just doesn't feel right. It's not the same game. There's a lot of games to pick from, so I don't think we'd have a hard time finding something to fill up the void. But definitely, of all the MMOs out there, EQ is the top for me. Welcome back, Cypher.
Hey.
So the question.
I don't have to play an MMO. It's just the reason I always liked classic EQ is because it was more of a community.
Yeah. So the question, though, Cypher, since you were AFK, is if EverQuest or P99 didn't exist, would you play live or would you just stop playing EverQuest?
I wouldn't be playing EverQuest.
Yep. That's what you're going to find is the common answer. Let's see. All that said, I'm making great progress on my classic Permadeath server. Really, snack time, you're going with an EverQuest Permadeath server. I remember Rogan talking about trying to do something like that, like a King of the Hill purple.
Yeah, it was,
Permadeath server?
The Discord server. That never happened.
Yeah, he never actually got to make it, but it's an interesting idea. I wouldn't mind trying it. I'd probably get to like 2% in before I died, because I die a lot in this game.
I remember when that was announced, and then it came out, said it wouldn't be out in time, but that it would come out, and then it never did.
I'm kind of back. I can be in and out, and I can also invis myself. So
all right, I'll go back. So this is the ultimate question for Shix, because Shix is a EQ through and through player. He doesn't play any other games ever. And as a matter how many games we have tried to get him into, it's like pulling teeth, and even then we fail.
And euchre.
Which I had to look up because I had no idea what that game was.
You're old.
Apparently it's like a German thing or something. It's not down here in Texas. But the question was, Shix, if P99 went under, would you play live or would you just stop playing EverQuest?
I would probably have to go to 2002.
What?
I wouldn't go to live.
What,
I mean,
what if all the emulators were gone and it was just live?
I would learn how to make my own server, I guess.
And play that by
or
yourself.
I just wouldn't
He
play.
would do it, too.
Yeah. I think he
Or
would.
just not play.
I think he would actually, because he's very computer illiterate. Like he knows nothing about computers.
Yeah,
but I bet you
Not a
more than
computer
anything,
idiot at all.
he'd be taking like computer classes and server maintenance, and he'd figure it out.
Yeah, that would probably be enough
I'm
to
just
make me
imagining.
learn.
I'm just imagining Shix just feverishly studying all this stuff. Gotta learn code. Gotta learn code.
Be like, so why are you coming back to school
Gotta
this
make an
late?
emulator.
I gotta make an EQ emulator, man.
Just have huge bags
No, I
under your
definitely
eyes.
would not go to
Bloodshot.
live. There's Reborn, there's 2002, there's so many other servers. If you really, really want to, if that's what you want.
All right, we
And I do still go to live occasionally, just
yeah, same with us.
Tables.
I mean, we go over to Mangler and hang out with the guys, and I really enjoy hanging out with them. But the game itself is just
painful.
it's different. It's not that it's
Junk.
bad. It's just different. Well, I mean, a lot of you guys hate it outright, and I don't blame you for certain parts of that. But if it's not what you're looking for, and I think that's the main thing, if it's not what you want out of a game, then you're not going to be happy there. And if you're not going to be happy there, then why are you playing a video game?
Right. Yeah, if you're not, I don't go over there because I don't enjoy it.
Are we killing these? Or are we going to move past them? What do you guys want to do?
I need to clarity people, but whatever you want to do.
They're blue to me, but I don't know what they are to.
Yeah, let's kill. We got enough people with us right now, and I think Chick says he doesn't know how much time he has, so I don't want to go too deep.
Could probably just go just past the bridge. Are those ones blue to you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm bound right outside. I can
Oh,
gate.
these are green.
You're a healer, though. I mean, we do have another druid, but
We have a
He's a druid
shaman.
and a shaman,
well, now we have a shaman.
which is slows, which might as well be heals.
Don't know how long they're going to be staying, but
In fact, the druid's not with us. He might have AFK'd.
Yeah, he did. He said, "I'm off. I'm going AFK for you. I will invis back to y'all if you leave." Something like that. Something to that effect.
Stack Time Boy, I'm more than happy to try out your server, though. He said he'd open up GM powers and everything for all of us if we want to try it out.
Is it
Time
on
to try it out.
the
If it's a
EMU server
Permadeath
list or whatever it is?
How do you even get on that list? Is that like a members-only club, or Anybody?
Are you legitimately asking me?
Yeah,
'Cause I
I'm
have
asking
no
any
idea.
of you guys. I have no clue. If that's, like,
I
open to
know
everyone.
I had to give like my username.
Yeah, like I had to give
uh,
Shariki username and for.
That's it.
You're talking for him to have access to your computer. I'm talking about for the server.
No. To get into the Bloodguard playground or whatever server.
Yeah, you have to give them, like, you don't give them your whole account information. You just
No, you just give them your username.
and then they
or
add that
something.
username to their
Yeah, so
whitelist.
you go to sign up on their website. What I'm saying is, how do you get it listed as servers on there? Is that just like automatic? Do you have to sign up on like a main website?
Have to be there. It'd have to be there.
I'm saying when you're hosting your own server, when you're the one creating the server and putting it out there for people to play, how do you get your server on that list?
Like, how is there a green and a blue and a 7 other?
Or 1,000 others?
Yeah.
You go through EQ emulator site.
Oh, okay. So it is run by somebody.
Yeah. Because if you go to EQ emulator site, they list all of them with websites and everything for every single one of those servers.
I think our shaman just failed.
Yeah, he said he wasn't getting experience. I mean, these are really, really low here at the entrance. So
Oh, because he's also 32.
he was
Yeah.
blue to me, and I'm getting
the
experience.
group. I'm 43 though.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering if he was going to get experience.
Should be able to get experience up to 48. Maybe he was
Okay.
lower than I thought.
He's level 27.
Oh yeah.
27?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So he's gonna solo. You had really good equipment, though. Yeah, we'll just hang out here for a little bit until Shix has to head out. And...
What?
Well,
In and out. I mean, I'm not sure what the deal is.
Well, I'll stay as long as you guys can, but my throat is actually killing me, so if nothing else, I'll let you guys do the talking.
Or the singing.
Or the singing cipher. Break it down, baby. Let's hear it.
When's your next single coming out?
I don't know. I actually started
To the bridge.
to the bridge. Oh yeah.
That was
Let me know down below if you like the video. Like, I think that's what, like that.
shit. That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
And he says, green sounds like it would be perfect for me to play when it comes out. New server for new people. A little mixture of old people on there, sure.
Oh yeah, there'll be all sorts.
It's gonna be those neckbeards that are trying to get those super rare items as soon as possible.
That won't transfer to a different server. 'Cause I guess if you're gonna, I don't know how you do that long term.
What do you mean?
Like, do you just treat it as a whole nother game? Do you abandon blue?
I guess it depends on what they do with blue, because they did say they're gonna add custom content in. I heard they're adding new zones in. You guys heard the exact opposite, or you didn't hear anything about zones. So if they add new zones in and it breaks the economy and throws, a wrench into what the EQ experience was for you in any way, then at least you have green to go to.
That's
Right.
true.
If they don't merge them.
Right. Which
So-
I don't think any of us want that.
Well, at least none of us. It's a tough call. Again, like I said, they're the one hosting the server, so they're able to do what they want with it.
Yeah, I mean, we're at their...
But it could be a mass exodus if they decide to go down a path that people aren't happy with. There is P2002 out there, and they do have a little bit of knowledge under their belt. I don't think it would really be that difficult for them to set up a server that could be close to Everquest in some way.
They would really need to fix some of the stuff over there.
They would, but so did Everquest, so did P99 when they first started. I mean, they have recently, after what, like 9-10 years, just gotten to the point where a lot of it's fixed. Not everything, but a lot of it's fixed.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm hoping they do some sort of a. I know they said they would some sort of a. I guess something saying what's going to happen, like a notification of, hey, we're going to merge them in 2-3 years or whatever.
Yeah, closer to October, I guess. They said as it gets closer to the day, they're going to release more information. That could mean like 2 minutes before the server comes out, they release more information. You taking this as a pet?
No, I'm breaking it. Since we're going to be going through that, we'll need to invest through that bridge area there. We're going past the double doors.
We don't really have to invis past that. You could lull all those mobs.
Nope.
Can't you just pull that shit?
We can.
No.
We can absolutely pull that.
Yeah, we'll die.
Well, as long as you don't pull while the guy is above the ramp. Like, there is a way to do it. I've done it perfectly fine. You just have to be mindful of your surroundings. But I don't mind invising past it either. Like, that's super easy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Just the downside is if we go to the other side and Shix has to head out for any reason or be gone for a prolonged period of time, we won't have a healer of any kind.
I mean, we can...
So I said if we stay here and pull past this gate, we're at least towards the entrance area. We can just zone it if things go horribly wrong.
I mean, if you wanna try lull, I would do it with a loot though.
You want me to lull or you want to lull?
I can lull, but if I lull and critically fail, it doesn't matter. Either way, we critically.
I mean, we'll know.
Well, we can run it. You'll know right away.
Yeah. You just don't lull or pull anything while the roamer is above, and he's not up there right now. So.
Good lord, these stupid doors.
I mean, I've pulled out of there a million times. Just
I love how the doors have cute little paw prints on them.
Not that little, but yeah.
It's just so, out of place.
Good lord, doors.
There's flags in there with paw prints. Paw prints going up the walls.
The paw prints have thorns in them. Maybe they're cowardly lions in there. They...
Is that a thorn or is that like a cut on their paw? Watch out, the one above. The one above. Alright. You made it out in time.
Yep.
Yeah, there's actually two above up there.
He's the log. The other one is his pet.
So one of my worries about Green 99 is what if population is like 4K? I think it's going to be close to that. These guys say I'm completely off. They think maybe 1,000 day one. I think that's ridiculous. I've seen P99 Blue be more than that. When Velius launched, they've had, 3,500? I think is what ZK said.
Well, especially since they're launching it
I have no clue.
during the fall when the population tends to go up again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Dude, are you not always having that twist in?
I'm twisting it in, but it wears off. You gotta remember, it won't stack when you slow it, so like it's a slow and a snare in one.
It does stack.
The
snare will stack.
Not a lot of the time, man. I'll cast it and won't
It may
take effect.
resist, but it's definitely not being resisted because of my... Should be able to pull that back guy. The top guy should be lulled for the next 3 minutes.
On launch, I could see 5K easy.
Yeah, I don't see it.
We don't actually know what it's going to be, but we worked it out. If there was 1,000 people on on P99 Green when it launches, there's something like 10 to 15 newbie zones, depending on what you consider a newbie zone or not. Granted, it's not going to be evenly distributed all over the world, but that's like 100 people per zone. Day one, that's a lot. And if you're going up to 4 or even 5k people, I ain't gonna be nothing for you to kill, my friend. You're gonna be sitting there waiting for like spawn points. Which is what live was. Anybody who played live when it first launched, maybe not like day one because a lot of people didn't know about it, but later on, when 50 was the cap and everybody was just kind of running around Soul B and Lower Guck trying to find something to kill, absolutely people camping just one mob every so many minutes. We got one above as well.
He should have not aggroed,
He's
right?
not aggroing. Not yet.
Alright.
Yeah, he's still walking. I think it's going to be fun, though. I think it's going to be cool to see the Karanas jam-packed with people trying to catch anything and everything. There's going to be high prices on any piece of gear that drops. That you're going to be able to walk into a zone day and night and find a group, or at least get on a list for a group, and then maybe 8 hours later actually get into the group. Yeah, the GMs on P99 have been outstanding as of late. They're very, very quick. Dantham, I've heard differently on P99 Blue being peaked at a little bit higher than 2200. 35, I think, is what ZK said it was during Valia's. I was there, but I wasn't really quite paying attention to the numbers. We're still kind of fairly brand new to the server and still trying to level up, or like level 20s or 30s or something at the time. So we kind of missed the launch.
It's pretty high. I don't remember exactly the number, but yeah, it was pretty high.
So for big events, they do have a pretty big showing. Right time of the year. TLPs seem to be a big thing right now for live. We have heard when we were playing on Mangler, a lot of the people said they were going to give it a shot.
And Velius launched during the summer.
Which is like the worst time.
The population was still pretty high when it came out. So yeah, people will show.
You got a lot of people from Pantheon waiting just to get into something until they can get into Pantheon. Undecided how well vanilla WoW will be. I mean, if they do a fantastic job, that might steal a few people away. If it ends up being like every other company when they try to create a vanilla server, then those people will be very unhappy looking for someplace to go. I'm hoping for the best. I'm not wishing them any ill will. I'm just saying experience has taught me that game companies don't usually have your interest in heart. I was in the middle of the ocean when Velius was released. What do you think, Tara? As far as green goes, what do you think the number is going to be at launch? If you had to guess.
I don't know, but I could see it being kind of high, to be honest.
What's high in your mind? 3, 4?
Yeah, probably around that. Because you gotta think, there are some people that are retired from this server, but they're waiting for green.
I can see that. People who've been banned from Blue or found out they didn't like 2002 or any of the other ones.
Or they just retired from this server. Like, I guess they did everything they wanted, and now they're just waiting for green.
Careful.
Right.
Like you said, he's AFK.
I was wondering why I wasn't getting healed. I guess wait on the pools then.
Yeah.
You get a lot of TLPers that are burned out from Daybreak style servers and want that classic feel all over again. Yeah, and this is what we were hearing from some of the guys who were on Bangler. Some of them love it over there. Some of them love the TLPs for the Chrono that they can earn, and then they go back to their own server. where they actually enjoy spending time. And some of them like doing the Chrono, or not the Chrono, just doing the TOPs naturally. And getting up to a certain point and then moving on to the next one and getting to experience a whole new community all over again. You killing that or are you waiting?
Yeah, I'm killing it. It's got a dot on it if you want to go ahead and hit it.
How many people you think are going to be on the servers for Pantheon when it comes out?
I think if they don't keep dialing and taking forever, I think they could have upwards. I mean, above 10K, easy.
See, I don't know if they're going to have that on day one, because from what I've heard, a lot of people are going to wait. They're going to wait to see how it turns out, because
I mean, there's no actual figures on how many copies have already been sold.
That's true. There isn't. But how many people do you think are going to pay $100+ for a game, let alone 200 or 200 or 350?
People already have.
Yeah, have they? Have a lot of people, or have a lot of people in our minds just done it?
We should probably move back.
We can't. He's AFK.
All right.
So we just heal up right here.
Yeah.
And take a pet. Take a pet if you have to. You got mana.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the numbers would be. And from people we've talked to, like Shix and even Thum there for a long, long time was like, I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to go ahead and spend the money. I think he did eventually plop down like $100 for it. So he could get the beta version or something.
Yeah.
And I went with the 250 or 351.
I went with the 150 at the time, which no longer exists.
Really? They got rid of it?
No, they've increased the price.
Nice. Let's look at this.
What's up, people?
Oh, what's up, Nano? Come join us over in Splitpaw?
Maybe in a little bit. I gotta make dinner. Just checking in after my nap.
He's calmed.
So let's look at the pledges you can do. Of course, the pledges is like the first page it takes you to when you go to Pantheon.
Pantheon.
Mm-hmm. People were curious about green and how many people were going to be on there day one. I'm kind of curious as how many people actually bought Pantheon.
Just threw up in my mouth.
Alright, so there's, what, 3? Yeah, there's 3 tiers. Supporter pledge, champion pledges, and VIP pledges. Those are broken up into multiples per tier. So supporter pledges go from $50, $100, and $150. Get beta access for all of them except for the $50 one. So what do you get access to for the $50 one? Just like the game? Digital copy of the... Okay, so you get a digital copy of the game. 150 is beta access. 200 is beta access. 250 is alpha access and beta access. And 300 is alpha beta. Which one do you have, Cypher? You have the alpha and beta?
Now.
Or just the beta?
I'm on Protector's Pledge, which is $150.
Protector's Pledge. That is beta access.
Yeah.
You'd have to spend another $100 to get alpha access.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Or you could go with the $500 or $50 a month for a year. What does that give you? 3 months game subscription, early name reservation, as if that's really a big thing. Game title, Black Rose, Pantheon Explorer. Or you could go with I don't know what is wrong with your brain tier, and you go
No,
one
I'd only have to $50 more to get alpha access.
because you did 200.
I did 150. It's only 200, 500 for alpha.
No, it's 150 gives you Protector's Pledge. 200
Um,
gives you Blood's Sworn.
I'm looking under here. Blood Sworn is 200.
Is 200.
That's
That's beta.
Oh, it says
Yeah, it's in a different tier, but you still only get beta.
that's stupid.
Yeah, well, because they want more money from you. Got the VIP pledge. It's $1,000 or $100 a month for a year.
Mm-hmm.
You could go with $3,000 for the Rainboards pledge. Or if you are just flowing with money and have nothing to spend it on and you just feel like handing it out to people, I'll take it from you if you don't want it. But these guys will also take it from you. And you can spend $10,000 for unlimited VIP access. You know, you can go in there and blow them anytime you want and get alpha access and beta access.
But
You're also
still
a...
pay monthly, right?
I think one of these, I don't remember what it was, but one of these had it where you didn't. Like, it was full-blown lifetime game subscription. Yeah, that's the $10,000 one.
10,000 is lifetime.
Yeah, so if you have 10,000
Only one. 10,000 just throw away. Design dungeon or raid with design.
Have they
team.
said how much you're going to spend per month? I'm guessing it's going to be like $14-15 like all the other ones.
No, it hasn't said.
It hasn't said. Well, I mean, if it comes out to be $14 or $15 like EverQuest and pretty much any other MMO that charges these days, do the math on that one. Like, how many months would you have to play to come out to equal even close to 10,000? The game's probably going to cost like $60, right? It's going to be like a AAA title, probably somewhere around there. So $60 for the original game, and then what, $15 for every month, and add that up. Do the math. I guess if you're playing it for like the next 20 years, that might be close to being worthwhile. But that's an insane amount of money.
Dude, it's not worth it.
No. For a game that you don't even know you're going to like yet. Like, you could get it and be like, oh, this is a cool game, but I hate it. You just spent $10,000.
Still level 33. What the hell?
Well, you haven't been here to heal us, dude.
I could see spending $3K just so I could get a
Just so you could get a what?
cloth map.
Oh, dude. You're the one that used to hand that stuff out for free just to be like, oh, here's something nice for you?
Yep. It's just ridiculous, man.
So it looks like we're going to have dinner in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes-ish.
All right. Well,
And
what...
then I've got to take my son wants to go to his grandpa's for the night. They're going to go fishing in the morning.
All right, but you're going to be back after that?
And then, yeah. So I'll probably be gone hour and a half, tops.
All right. So what if we call it here? I go rest my voice for a little bit, take some sore throat lodges or something because it's starting to act up. And then come back and we do this zone again. And Nonal's here and Tara's here, so we'll have a pretty good group.
Is Nonal actually here?
He said he's going to be here. I think he's eating right now.
He's here in theory.
Back in Discord and pretending to be here? I think he's off tomorrow.
55
so
years.
He will actually play.
They did the math. 55.5 years, actually, for 10K at $15 per month. Would you guys play that for 55? I wouldn't even play EverQuest for 55 years. I don't think I'll probably live to be 55, let alone play what game to be 55.
I will likely, as long as there's a server, I will likely play EverQuest till I'm...
Would you have paid for 55 years to play it, though?
Hell no.
$50
I quit playing live and stopped paying them a long time ago.
Oh, man, that is insane. Oh, dude, they're making money hand over fist with that one. I think they only got like 1 or 2 people that did it, but still. Look, that's just crazy. All right, let's head towards insurance, guys. 55 years. You never have to pay, though, man.
So if you're pledging that and you're already 50, you screwed yourself.
It's for the rest of your life. It is a life, like literally a lifetime pledge for you.
There's a mob that just ran the other direction.
That might be Cyber's pet or something.
No.
Let's just root it.
Let's see, I did the 100 night pledge, which they changed afterwards, but will be 2 digital copies. The key on that one, though, is with the 2 digital copies, we were thinking of like, well, we could split the price, right? Go in with a higher tier, and we'll just, I'll have one and somebody else will have one. But then when you contact them, they say, no. You get 2 digital copies, but only one of you are able to get into the alpha or beta, depending on which tier you go for. So that's kind of misleading and kind of sucky at the same time. But hey, more money, more money.
Oh, you should park your pet on this guy and then zone.
He's
Wait,
pretty
no,
low.
that
Yeah,
would
it's
be
kind of
me.
wrong. He's pretty low level, too.
I wouldn't do that.
Jeez. He did nothing to you.
I was just kidding.
He was part of our group for a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that he's able to do anything in the zone.
Well, he's killing the 2 mobs right here at the entrance, and they were the lowest level mobs in the zone.
Yeah, those ones are kind of wimps.
So yeah, he's definitely able to.
I did get 45% experience into this level with you guys today.
Nice. And we'll get more when we come back.
So what I'm going to do then is, since I have 15-20 minutes, I'm going to go get my spells, cleric spells.
Yes, please get your new heal spell.
And then, my druid probably, I guess, is the best thing to do, right? Because then I can just bring him here.
Mm-hmm.
That is the plan then. I gotta look all that crap up. Unless
Are you
Otto wants to
already
buy
down
them and
here?
bring them to me.
Oh yeah, never mind. Never mind.
My wife also plays, or will play, so if she wants to do beta, she'll just kick me off the
Lucky
computer.
bastard. Which my wife would play.
Well, I mean, you have a pretty good luck, the fact that your wife not only puts up with you playing Everquest, but seems to not mind it, even remotely.
No, I mean, she thinks I'm weird.
Yeah, but she's not like, get off of that stupid game or anything like that all the time, Like she has her hobbies, you have your hobbies, and you're still able to like meet in the middle somehow. So
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, you definitely would want your other significant other to play with you, but I don't think there's that many people that are that lucky.
I think
Alright.
Koopa said his wife played for a while. Could be wrong.
Oh, and he met her on EQ Live, like a lot of people did, dude. They got married back on Live. They used to have those big ceremonies. GMs would come out and change both your last names, and they used to do the whole 9 yards and have like this whole marriage vows, and that was just for like in-game stuff. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna raid somebody else's channel for a little bit. We should be back. You said about an hour and a half, right, Shix?
Yeah, I should be back by 7:30 Eastern. Seems more than enough time. Probably before then.
Looks like Primal Heart and his guys are streaming, so we're going to go ahead and raid his channel. Remember, if you guys haven't seen him before, we are going to be raiding with them Saturday for TOV. Shix hasn't done one in a while. He's been gone every weekend, so
Yeah, this will be the first in like 4 weeks that I can actually go again.
it should be nice to have a monk out there that... Well, we had a good monk last time.
I can't take the monk because it's 7-day spawns.
Oh, okay. Well, who are you going to bring? Shaman? No, I can't take a shaman either.
I'll have to take the Enchanter, which is good for C2s and Tashes.
All right, guys, we will be back. As always, I'm AC Gamer.
Cypher deck.
This is Shix.
Tara.
And Nonolo 3.